Hello everyone, welcome to War Thunder. Today I'm playing on the Me-163, or Norway. I'm not actually sure what we're fighting. I'm hoping it's going to be F-80s and that sort of stuff, but I'm very doubtful of it. 6 minutes of fuel, standard. This map's a bit big for 6 minutes of fuel, I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm not really sure what's going to be doable in 6 minutes. Considering this map is absolutely massive, and we're in a really high tier game, which is going to be really fun because I've never had to fight high tier shit in this. I don't know how to fly this. I'm going to rip my wings, no doubt. I was hoping I might have got a lower tier game, but you know, wishing too much, isn't it? I don't know where to rush. I'm not rushing. I'm just going to do that. Rush and then zoom climb, because that's how my mind works with this thing. That's how we used to do it. So I'm going to do it. The skin on this, made it myself using some kind of decal. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, I've got to say myself. This is, it doesn't say it there because I haven't got the new cannons, but it is spaded technically. I have got the everything unlocked other than the new 30s, because that was the time when they brought out this new system and you could no longer fly this. So I never did get to spade it, but I've wanted to for a while now, but I've not tried because I never know how to land it anymore. Because some people say don't put the gear down, other people say put the gear down. Gaijin said they fixed the wing thing, but they didn't fix the wing thing, because when I've tried to land with it, the wing still snapped off. And to me, that's a big issue and it needs to be fixed. Because the Kai 200 doesn't break anymore when you land it, but this does. And this was the real plane. The Kai 200 was a prototype plane that didn't actually see combat, I don't think. But we're going to go for this Canberra because why not, you know, Canberra. Something I can go for that isn't too fast. It's pretty fast, but it's not too fast, I don't think. Probably is. Considering I'm like topping out at 900. Can I get in? Can I don't know how good my aim is with this. I'm already down to 4 minutes of fuel. It's bad. It's hunters. This is ridiculous. There should not be hunters against this thing. There's a 10-year difference there. That should not happen. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Venom, hunter, 2 hunters. This thing should not be fighting hunters. Of all planes, it should not fight hunters. It should be fighting meteors. You know, like, not hunters. It can fight vampires, meteors, anything like that. Venoms are too fast. They can go away. Hunters, no. It should not be fighting something that can go 300 kilometers an hour faster than it, or 200 kilometers an hour, or more even. It just shouldn't. It should not be fighting something like that. Especially considering there's an 8 to 10 year difference between the two things. Speaking of hunter, there's one coming my way, and I'll see if I can do anything against him. I'd be proud if I could kill a hunter in this thing, because I know I can't do it in any other planes really. Even though he's really going Mach 1 or something silly. Yeah, he's going about Mach 10, I think, to be quite honest. You know, the way it used to be doable in this, which you can't do on this map because air spawns, you'd rush in, you'd zoom climb, you'd shut your engine off, dive, done, you've saved fuel. Now, it's a bit of a struggle to do that, considering I'm sure if I cut my engine off now, I'm just going to lose on my speed. And you can't fight these Thundercats without speed. So that's the first issue. you can't fight Korean war jets with no speed, which this thing can't get speed to begin with, so why it's fighting hunters? I mean, the Vampire, yeah, I'll allow that, because that was made in 43, 44, that was being made, prototype, tested on. But the Hunter, no, I don't want to fight that. I mean, I don't even use this plane very much, and I don't want to even be fighting that on the one-off. Okay, this thing doesn't rip as easily as I was thinking it might. That was very close. I'm just going to glide around a bit here, I think. I could land, but I sort of don't know how. And I don't know where. Could try there, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to trust him. And use the gear to land. I don't really want to do it, because if it fucks up and breaks, I'm going to be pissed. But I think there's enough space between me and any enemies that I can risk landing. Plus this is probably the best place to do it because it's in the middle of the map. Still got a minute of fuel on me, so that's not too bad. Actually, the worst thing is trying to land this thing without any fuel at all, actually. Because then you sort of can't really do much. And that guy's gone off on one. He's got two with one. Don't break on me, don't break on me, don't break on me, don't break on me, don't break on me. Don't break on me, don't break on me. That's one of the few successful landings I've ever had in this thing. At least in recent times of using it. Back in there, in olden days, when I used to fly this a lot, there was a point when me and Bill C and a few other people, can't remember the name, Slick B, actually, I don't know if he had it at the time, but Slick B, that boy Sick, we used to fly this a lot, and we would literally, it would be come home from school or whatever, and this is what we'd fly, or we'd mess about in something else, and we'd have a great time doing it. But I'm not entirely sure where the last enemy is. There must be a bomber, I'd say. I landed just in time, didn't I? He's probably in space. I think it's a B-52 or a Canberra. he's killed a base, so I'd assume that it's a bomber. Wherever he is, it's going to be horrible to try and find him. I hate when I watch back on my videos and see me typing and I'm typing so slow. It looks silly. I feel like I type faster than the way it looks. It's really some idiot that's just sat in his B-57, just decided to go, you know, 10k and just chill. Let's go ahead and untick that. We'll go to American Britain. Does he have a jet? Probably a camera.
Enemy forces have captured that zone.
I have no idea where he'll be. Or she, could be a she, I don't know. Doubt it's a she. Definitely hiding somewhere. Maybe in the clouds, I suppose. Probably the first place really that you'd hide. It's a shame blind hunt doesn't work anymore, unless you're like 5 meters away from the person. This is another one of those downsides to the 163, is you have to just do this. And I mean, in a way it's good because it does glide quite well, but at the same time it's a bit like, well, you can't gain speed. So it's kind of, I don't know. Because I think I've read or heard somewhere that it could have 8 minutes of fuel in real life, which it's not going to make a huge difference, but it would probably be a bit better. And I would definitely try and use it a bit more, definitely, with that, because you could have a bit more of a chance in battle situations with that. Like now, especially, just we're flying around the map looking for someone, and it's like with a 163, it's like this was something that used to happen a lot. Was when you fought F-80s and like stuff like that were faster, you could never catch them, so they would just run until you ran out of fuel, and you'd go at space and land, and then they'd strafe you. And the only thing you could really do was just turn away and hope they'd turn back, and then you'd outturn them, and basically that would be that. As this guy saying, these bomber pilots all the same. True, because yeah, bombers just don't fly the way they used to. Like, it's always been the US bombers normally. They like B-17s. They used to just go to space, sit up there, and run German versus American games out for ages and ages. But now it seems to be some British pilots do it with bombers, and I just don't see the appeal of bombers, to be quite honest. It's just boring. Like the Canberra and Urado and stuff like that, they're fun. But yeah, they're like, with them, what, if I was flying them, I'd just rush in, drop bombs, and fly back to base. Especially with the Urado, that's what I like to use, because you can just sort of ram an enemy afterwards. That's what it's good for. But yeah, it's just one of those irritating things. It's hunting for a bomber on a cloudy map. because he could just be chilling in the clouds right now. But he probably isn't, because he's a camper. He's probably in space somewhere, because they like to do that. But I'm cruising around actually, like about 380 nearly, one off. Just sort of cruising around, no power. I've been going for a few minutes now like this without using fuel up, and I feel like this is going to be a long video. But I've got 2 kills, which is my goal for this video. And because I've switched rooms now, which I don't know, no one probably even knew that I used to live in like a little shoebox room, with this sort of homemade desk in the corner, not a lot of room. But I've got a proper desk now, and it's lower, and my monitor's lower, and everything's a bit sort of different, so I'm sort of getting used to the feel of it. The hand placement, trying to get it right with the height of my chair and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm trying to just sort of do a good video without it being too look like shit, to be quite honest, because I feel like if I do a video where I'm just constantly missing my shots, it's going to be shit. But this one's turned out to be alright, because I've actually got a couple of decent kills actually. God damn, where is this fucking idiot? I might just go and blast through the cloud. Not down there. I'm just gonna report him because he's being a fucking idiot. It's always fun, this, trying to find a bomber. At least he's not a B-29, at least he has no armament other than bombs. When it's a B-29 you're doing this, it's just stupid. I think he might be in the cloud, to be quite honest. I have feelings that he could be around here. Maybe not in this exact area, but I feel like he's probably in the cloud, if anywhere. I know that's where I dive.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Yeah, see, it's just the annoying thing is when it's someone who's a higher level as well that does it. Because you sort of think, well, they're high enough level to which they should be decent at the game. But obviously not. See if that works. How do you activate in order? There we go. Oh, what have I got? Blind talent.
Take him down.
That worked, surprisingly. Could have done that 10 minutes ago. This is a long video, holy shit. I didn't want it to be this long. I've got a minute to get up there.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
This is exciting. He's got a gun pod as well. "20 seconds to get up to him." Wasn't bad. 3 minutes, 20 minutes. I know it was a long video. Apologise for that. 10,000 meters he was at. 10,000. I'm gonna report him as I go in the game. So what was his name? Flintlock. I'm gonna report him for being a twat. Final blow. That wasn't bad. Not bad for a long video. 6 minutes of fuel lasted me a long... no, 12 minutes of fuel lasted me a long time. What's his name? Okay. Complain. Passive behaviour. He was hiding at 10,000 meters and flagged the game out. Send. Yeah, let's get rid of it. But the 163, it's not too bad if you get in a game against P80s, F80s, lower tier jets. It'll be a laugh because it's just so much better than anything of that here. Against the higher tier jets, Hunters, no chance. Banshees and F9Fs probably you might have a chance with. They're a bit faster, but I'd say you can probably get them. Canberra B57, easy targets. As you saw at the end there, unless he went to 0 throttle, he wasn't going very fast at that altitude. The first one wasn't going very fast either. Vampire Meteors, easy targets as well. They're not hard to fight. Would I recommend getting this plane and using it? Yeah, because it's like one of the first German jets you can get, and it is probably, until you either get the MiG, which is, I'd say, a bit harder to fly, to be quite honest. It's good. I'd get that, then get that and that, because you could grind out with that. It's a bit more fun than using that. Plus, this isn't a bad line to get down, to be quite honest. But yeah, no, it's nice to fly this again after it's been so long. I got quite a bit of research for that as well. 60,000 lions and 4,000 RP. That's not too bad. Not too bad for a game like that. I'm quite close to getting that now. More game like that. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, be sure to click like, subscribe down below. Sorry it went on for so long. It wasn't really my fault. I probably won't cut it down because I talked all the way through that. But yeah, if you've enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe and like and comment and tell me what you want me to fly next. Someone mentioned the Venom, but I don't particularly like the Venom, and I'm sure there's other people out there that have done better videos than I will. I'll give it a go. I'll try and record a video if it doesn't go well on the channel. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.